All right, so we are back here. And I think I've come to the decision that I am going to go ahead and use Mirror Image Rune. The next most likely thing would have been Biting Gale for an instant speed freeze. But I think Mirror Image Rune is more of a benefit to us right now. All right, and I just need to go through these things really quickly. I looked at them yesterday, but I don't believe any of them were actually all that great. So I've got high encumbrance on this character, so I'm not super worried about kind of loading up on items. So I believe next we'll go ahead with the Scintillating Caves. Either that or taking on Bill. Actually, I think I will take on Bill. At level 12, I'm almost positive I can start fighting random bosses at this point. So if I'm going to have to do that anyway, I might as well be at level 13 when I do that. Plus, this will be at least one more artifact that I can get from Bill. Assuming he doesn't kill me, which at times he can be very scary. This character here is rather powerful. So I have a good shot of being able to win this. Well, looks like we found our first Rand boss, Rogue Berserker, but it can't use a lot of the rogue talents. So if we're going to be in this situation, this is kind of ideal. Alright, so cleanse that. Let's get faster. Alright. We're gonna stun. We're gonna freeze. And since he can't attack me right now anyway, I'm gonna mirror image. Okay, get my shielding rune up. Okay, so Bill is here. He's also a berserker. Good to know. I'm gonna go for the freeze on him here as well. I didn't realize it would work that way with my mirror image. So that's not ideal. Alright, and we're gonna stun. We are going to freeze. Alright, so he's almost dead. That heroism is saving him right now. He'd have to do a ton of damage to me right now, though, to kill me. Wow, that was a big stun. Okay. So, I think both of these are really solid improvements for us. So yeah, lucid dreaming and being able to put things to sleep, also another good panic button. So this floor has been really good to us. And I can use Shattering Blow, so that is also excellent. Alright, and alright, so I'm gonna let this troll come to me, and it looks like that's everybody. Cool. Alright, and I'm improving my offenses a bit more there. Improving armor penetration and psi regen here. All right. A healing totem would definitely be better, but having a shielding one is also pretty useful. Alright, so my main one's damage is dropping off pretty hard right now. It's got some good stuff for it, but I think with physical power and the resistance penetration, this is probably slightly better. Didn't mean to open that. Alright, and I'm just going to turn this down a bit. There we go. I think that'll be a bit better. Alright, so now it's time for the scintillating cave. Between the weapon upgrades as well as the points that I'm putting into the I forget what that one's called. The generic point into resonant focus, I expect that my damage should be really good right now. Okay. Alright, a Dreadmaster is pretty bad. So let's... Can I move? I think I can. Currently I can. Nope, now I can't. Okay. So I'm gonna move back to where I am out of sight of the crystal here. It can't actually follow me. The Dreadmaster will and will probably do everything it can to be as annoying as possible. I'm gonna see what the range is on this. It is within 10. Okay. I'm gonna let my mirror image do the work. Alright, try that again. Okay, so it's a necromancer. Which I already had a hunch it was. So I'm not sure if I killed the Dreadmaster or what. I would have expected it to still be attacking me. As far as I can tell, though, it isn't. Huh. Alright, okay, so we've got a Rand boss Cold Drake Hatchling here. Paradox Mage Demonologist. So, a bit scary. Luckily, it teleported me into not a terrible place. That teleport is part of why we really want some tinkers going on. Alright, let's get some buddies. And I am not doing good damage to this thing. Okay, so it sort of ran away there. I will play its game. Wow, okay. It is better at that game than I am. Good to know. 15% chance being teleported back. Yep, that is what happened. Okay, so I am going to realign here. I think I'm going to put this thing to sleep. It is still asleep. Alright, I don't know where it actually is right now. But also my things, most of my stuff isn't off of cooldown yet. Okay. So I'm blinded. Hopefully my clones can finish this thing off. Okay. My clones did not finish this off. But I was able to. So that could have been a lot worse. Alright, I should probably be a bit less aggressive with my mirror image rune. It is a rune that can be played both offensively and defensively, which is something that I do like about it. but also I don't think that I'm really in a great place right now to be prioritizing offense over defense, as this exchange kind of shows. And that also showed that my offenses are quite a bit better than my defenses right now. All right. But pretty close to a level up now. All right. There we go. All right, so with a little bit more cunning, I'm gonna need to increase that more. Definitely want more side tap here as well. Okay. All right, so put on a bit of cunning gear. I guess I could have swapped the tree trunk as well for a gem. I have to remember that I can do that. All right. And now just trying to speed things up here. Alright, so we've got our next Rand boss here. Brawler Marauder, but it's not going to be able to use its Brawler talents. I'm going to get a bit away though, because I don't like also having to deal with that crystal the whole time. Okay, so it caught up to me, which was to be expected. Alright, confused me. Oh, and I'm good. Alright, so that's the power of good offense right there. honestly the easiest Rand boss that I've encountered in this difficulty. So that does give me hope for this character. Whether that is warranted or not, we will soon find out. Heroic gloves actually seem pretty helpful for me right now. Kind of debating between that and the life regen. Alright, and what else? Alright, and what was this one? Not you, you. I don't know. Okay, so Clear Mind is a good torque, especially if you do a lot of spells. This character shouldn't need it though. I think for something like a mage that already has some healing options, or the Sun Paladin, both of those would be good for it, but the only thing that silence affects are my runes, and while I do need my runes, I do have some counterplay with the rest of my outfit here. Okay, so okay. Alright, so cool. Okay. Another Dreadmaster. Alright, so nothing else is actually all that close. So with that in mind, I will move in a bit. I generally don't like to do that here, but it's pretty necessary, I think. Alright. And that Dreadmaster actually went down pretty quick, so feeling good about that. Alright, and I should wait until the end of the level before I do all of that. Alright, I believe that was an Annihilator? Yep. Okay. Alright. So I've got a lot of strong attacks here. Alright, I've actually taken quite a bit of damage from this one. Okay. All right. All right, so yeah, for our first floor where we are dealing with Rand bosses, it's really showing just how powerful this character already is. I could still definitely come across something that would really mess me up, but ooh, okay, I like that defense. I like that defense. Not a great rune. Okay, so we are going to take on the boss here. With any luck. Alright, so I'm going to try to get away from that other rare there. Alright, Juggernaut's going to be up for a while. Okay, so I believe this is another bulwark. It is. All right. so I'm gonna wait for the other ghouls to catch up to me. All right, and we are continuing on, looking good. All right, so we do have our boss here. Let's see how we look on the damage for it. Yeah, we're not going to use River's Fury. If it actually got the benefit from Weapons Mastery, I would consider it. But it doesn't, so I won't. Alright, so next point into life tap. And after that, I think, let's see. I should probably get that extra point here to get a 5-turn stun. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to auto-explore. Okay. Got stunned and then stunned again. Maybe I'll stun him back. Even while stunned, that was good damage. Alright, so our next... Oh, this one's only a unique Summoner Bulwark. That's not a terrible combo. Alright, and I'll wait for it to come to me. Alright. Oh, Archmage? Yeah, okay. Those shields can really hurt. And this isn't the direction I came from. Okay. So I need to be careful for sure. Alright. Put him to sleep. Oh, wow. Okay. Good news, he is sleeping. Bad news, that did a lot of damage. And I don't have my realign up. And he's awake. He might also have Lucid Dreamer. That would make sense. Okay. I think I'm gonna pop mirror image rune. And with any luck, this one right here could potentially at least break the disruption shield there. Alright, so I can at the very least realign. And I do have shield ready. Alright, so it doesn't look like the shield did get broken. So that's unfortunate. The pathing in this game isn't always the best. There you are. Alright, so this counts as range 2. So I think I will go for a freeze. I did get the freeze, okay. Alright, and I'm going to try to shatter his shield. That didn't work. I'm going to try to stun. He is a ghoul, so automatically has half for that. Let's try for the freeze. Okay, so now we want to get out of the way of that. So we'll hop away. Okay, and now I'll pop that so that he is not trying to attack me, at least for the time being. And it gives me a bit of time to get my shield back up and kill him. So yeah, archmages will be a problem, the ones that have that disruption shield. I've absolutely had characters that lost mostly just to that shield breaking. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this is actually the most that I've utilized mirror image rune. How I've typically used it in the past has been I would give it to like a worm that walks, for instance. But I'm really liking what it's been able to provide me up to this point. Alright, let's get it frozen. We like that. Daze isn't great, but there's such worse things that could happen that, yes, like a stun. Slow and pin are fine. I mean, I'd rather not have either going on, but in this circumstance, I think there's such worse things that could be happening. Alright. This thing's already about dead. Oh, alright. This snake didn't come to play. Alright, so we got a cursed snake here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we're not really a glass cannon right now. But we're also not very tanky. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep you. Alright. Dex, magic, cunning, con. Oh, well, yeah. That's a pretty big upgrade right there. Lose out on some mind power, but I think that's fine. Alright, that's not very good. Evasion's good, but I don't know. I feel like I usually would prefer to... Oh, sweet. Healing totem. Good one, too. Alright. Losing Eye of the Dreaming One is unfortunate, but having an extra heal I think is very important. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately I can't wear these gloves because they are anti-magic. By the time that I could actually remove that, I'd already have better gloves anyway, so that's pretty disappointing. Decent light. Alright, so... I guess. Alright, and I'm going to put my healing totem right by realign here. Remove the temptation of trying to put something to sleep. And we're moving on. So having an extra heal will definitely make it to where some of the issues I had about being frail definitely aren't as bad now that I have a backup here as well. Alright, so we got Mighty Girdle. Right after I had upgraded my belt. Seems like that's how it usually goes. Alright, so the elves and the monsters actually fight each other within this level. And I think you get XP for the ones that they kill. I don't know that to be 100% true, but I feel like I've just started a level and the XP is just kind of like ticked up a bit. So I'm fairly sure that you do. Alright, this is cool. So if I get a good one-hander, maybe I offhand this. Alright. And I am going to try to do some auto-explore now. Just because things have been so slow up to this point. And it's one thing playing super slow for a character that isn't very strong, but this character's doing pretty well. Like, I'll still have to be careful for vaults. And it's never a bad idea to auto-explore, or, never a bad idea to track was what I was going for there. Alright, well, it looks like we're about to find out if we're going to get XP from killing that. Yep, we sure did. It's really nice having rand bosses like this that are immobile. So if something bad happens, it can't really chase me down. Alright. But yeah, with, oops. Okay, well, luckily this thing isn't too difficult to deal with. Alright, and... oh, interesting. Alright, I want to freeze that. So those master archers are really bad about running away from you and attacking the whole time. So if you're a class that has to be fighting within melee, it usually is more annoying than anything. At the very early game, you can die to one of those master archers like that. That's just vanilla like that, but it doesn't take long to where that's no longer an issue. Alright, and we are keeping an eye out. Oh, unlife belt. That's good. Alright, armor. I don't know. Probably won't keep it, but we'll keep it around just in case. Rush boots are tempting. I guess life regen ones are too. Probably less so, but I don't know. It's probably safer for me if I never touch anything rush related. But the temptation is always there. Alright, so I don't need a healing totem. Got a much better one anyway. Alright. Next floor. Alright, so we're about to level up. And I think for now what I'm going to do is... Oh. Okay. Not great, but not terrible either. What I was going to say is auto-explore basically until I find something scary. This is some sort of writhing one, which can be scary. Okay, writhing one, arcane blade. That's kind of a neat combo. Okay, so... Okay, are any of these physical? No, they are all magical. Alright, so... movement speed, chance to shatter on damage. Alright, so I'm in a dangerous spot. I am going to go for a freeze here. Alright, that got rid of at least one of those that I was worried about. There we go. Yeah, that, that's cruel. Petrify. I haven't had much luck using it, but when it's been used against me, it has absolutely killed me. So that's probably one of those things where I need to get a better understanding of what it is and how it works, because it's clearly powerful. Just because I'm not understanding it doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay. Alright, last point into side tap. I do need to get my first point into thick skin, I think. Yeah. But Resonant Focus is looking good. Let's see how much this contributes. So 131 will, 121 will. Alright, so we got another writhing one. Ooh, okay. So this thing is dangerous. Necromancer Cultist. Interesting. Okay. So, shield for sure. Wow, okay. Alright. I'm going to use this somewhat offensively. Yeah. Alright, and this didn't take much. No, but also this doesn't deal much. Most of my damage comes from melee, so I need to keep that in mind. Alright, get it stunned. Alright, get rid of some of that. Shattering Impact. One of the nice things is I believe that my telekinetically wielded weapon is helping to take this out. Yeah, let's mirror image. Good, so we've got a little army going. And now we can freeze, and that'll do it. Alright, so that wasn't a great positioning, but we were able to tank it all without running into issues. Alright, Reaver, Skirmisher. So Skirmisher is scary. Reaver is less so. Alright. So let's see. Okay. I think if I can freeze this thing down. Okay. So yeah, one of the things that I'm really liking with my mirror image rune, not just that it is taunting the enemies, but it does kind of scale to the number of threats that I'm dealing with. So with that Necromancer, for instance, even though I was surrounded, I could in turn surround it. So I couldn't really be so overwhelmed because of that. And also it makes it to where all of my offenses and defenses are that much better because there's direct correlation as to my power and my defenses to my summons, which isn't the case for all the different summoning options. So I don't know, I think that was a really good use. Alright, so can't be disarmed. Okay. And yeah, I don't think it can be understated just how helpful freezing has been up to this point. All right. Kind of surprised how well I've done against the Dreadmasters I've been seeing lately. Those things can be really nasty. Pretty decent. I probably should try for a better robe at this point. Like, I'm sure some good ones are going to drop pretty soon. This one was honestly not that great to start with. I think physical resistance is pretty nice and physical damage for this character, but I would trade them in very quickly if I got something that was legitimately good. Alright. Get out of here. Bye-bye, Blood of Life. You do love to taunt me. Alright, so I should be getting up to level 17 off of this dungeon, I think. Ooh. So, yeah, with... Oh. Sure, if you two want to duke it out, go for it. Just as long as I get loot and XP. I'm a simple guy like that. Alright. Try to shatter that. Guess I did, I don't know. But yeah, now that I'm out of the early game with Mindslayer, I think I'm pretty likely to do okay here. So with trying to beat Ghoul with every class on Insane whenever I haven't even beaten the game on Insane up to this point. So I definitely have a ways to go as far as playing, as far as knowledge of this game, and that's part of what the challenge is. Like, I'm sure as I get more used to Insane, I will only get better at it. a lot of the mistakes that I've made up to this point have been just thinking of what it's like to do the same thing in Nightmare. Which, in Nightmare, you can basically, once you've learned the areas to watch out for and what tools you have to deal with them, it's really not bad. Okay, so I am liking the life regen. Sludge Grip, though, is too good for this character not to use. All right. So yeah, if I weren't playing a Ghoul, there's a good chance that I would consider going anti-magic with this class, though I don't think it's really all that necessary for this class. It already has so many just fantastic tools that, you know, Ghoul has quite a few drawbacks that you sort of have to play around. Ordinarily you would, but so far, the only major drawback has been that I have to use my Ghoulish Leap instead of a movement infusion. And honestly, it's kind of nice playing a character that you know 100% right from the beginning that you won't be doing anti-magic, and can't even try to do any of those escorts, because there are some where it's like, oh yeah, I would love the let's see, Nature's Blessing? I forget the name of that one. But yeah, there's so many great escorts that you can do if you have the no spells, no runes, none of that going on. Which would be fine, but Shatter is just so important, especially in the early game, for getting characters like that going. And for all you know, it's your only chance to get a particular escort. Alright, that's a lot of physical power. I do want better boots. Like, I like the armor that those are giving me, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be long before I find something better. And arguably, I already have. Alright. Alright, what are we gonna do for level up now? Okay, so I'm gonna start pumping up charged shield. Let's see. Let me see what my accuracy is. 43. Honestly, I thought it'd be worse. Alright, so Resonant Focus, Thick Skin, Weapons Mastery. I'm actually less concerned with Wretch for this character right now. Another point into realign would be good too. Well, we'll go ahead with that one, I guess. Alright, 50 and 50. Alright, we're gonna rearrange slightly here. So deactivate thermal, activate charged. And then we will just double check here. I guess I'll keep this for the con right now. Uh, 13 cooldown's pretty good. See what this one is. 12. Well, okay, the one I have is better. That's good. I've got a 15 turn shatter cooldown. This one's 14. So already better than the one I have. And I did get this 13 turn one. Okay. So we're going to replace our shatter. On the Shadow Blade character, we had gotten to level 19 from the end of the tier 1 dungeons. From the look of this, it looks like it's probably going to be the same thing. It's possible that I won't even get that far. Alright. Not that it'll help with Zigger here, but they would have been hostile otherwise. Alright, and I'll go ahead and put the other one back on. Yeah, I think it was you. I think it was. Okay. So hopefully we get some good loot here. We are looking at a doomed Psyshot unique that is immobile. Alright, I'm gonna wait for that cultist to get closer. Alright. Alright, so it's a bit hard to sneak up on this doomed. Yeah. Alright. Sure. Alright. Freeze. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, our power is really helping. Not only are our attacks hurting the enemies a lot, but also the secondary effects of them are really good. So being able to freeze, oh, sometimes the freeze is enough. All right. Anything good? Doesn't look like it. +5 con. That's pretty cool. Blindside is also cool. Worth considering. -80 life. All right. Okay, so all right, nothing crazy powerful here. Okay, so all right. All right, what are you? Summoner Psy Shot. Okay. All right, and I think I'll use my healing totem. But yeah, there honestly hasn't been very many uniques or rand bosses within this floor, or really this entire area. I don't really have a great way of approaching this poison ivy without being seen. Well, I guess I do. No, they saw me. Boy, digging really is slowing. Going very slowly, though. Like, the strategy is good, but the computer doing this and doing streaming and having some background audio going, it's a bit much for my old computer. All right. Well, Oozomancer can be scary. Though definitely less so if you are not playing a magic user. Boy, it is not taking much damage. What is with this thing? Yeah. Get rid of that. I mean, the Intimidate is certainly contributing, but I don't know. What's it at now? Okay. Die? Die? There we go. Alright. Alright, don't care about that. Alright. Reduce strength, dex, con. Alright, so I would resist a lot of mind damage and darkness damage, and I'd have Lucid Dreamer. That probably is better. Plus 9% resist all as well. Alright, so I still have to watch out for lightning damage. It was lightning damage, and what was the other one that this doesn't cover? Blight. Oh, it did resist it. Okay, yeah, so that robe makes it to where charged shield isn't nearly as important. So that's good. Well, hello, Gunsnake. Oh, you're a bulwark. Okay. You could be a scary bulwark. I'm having doubts about that, though. Yeah, I guess I will double up and freeze. Am I not accurate enough? Ugh, okay. Yeah, what is your defense? 42. So I am accurate enough, but it's got that cloak that's preventing me from landing my hits. Alright, that was fine. And that was decent XP. Nothing amazing, but... Alright, what are you? You're fine. Alright, so hopped into this a bit quick. So let's reverse course just for a bit. Alright. So, okay, that wasn't bad. And now, all right, tooth of the mouth, good to have. Great for Sandworm Tunnel. I would say that I am unlikely to level up here unless I just come across a bunch of bosses, which seems unlikely. Tempting. Okay, yeah, I think it's worth it to do another point in Thermal Leech, get a bit better radius on this. The next most likely thing would have been Force Field here. That would also be pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, another point into Thick Skin. So it won't be long before we are hopefully at level 20. Alright, you are an actual boss. Doomed Side Shot. Okay. Side Shot have some good options available to them. If this Mindslayer dies, there's a good chance that that's the class that I decide to play next. I was thinking it would be pretty good if I did that or a Saw Butcher. The way that I like to play is to basically have a bunch of options available and then slowly kind of whittle them down. All right. So yeah, slowly whittle down my options. So at the start, it feels like I'm kind of jumping all over the place once a character dies, but basically I'm looking for the path of least resistance, at least at the start here. Alright, so what else did we have? Okay, I think a better approach would be from here. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then I'm going to get out of the way. Alright, and increasing Ghoulish Leap would also come in pretty handy. Alright, I'm going to pop that, and I'm going to move in. Okay. So yeah, with a Doomed, you really have to make sure to kill it quickly, because the whole time it is draining your life. And if you're not going to, well, then there's something else you can do, which is try to get out of its line of sight. You do still have to deal with the shadows that crop up, and it's kind of sniping me a bit from around the corner. But I will get my resources back. I think I'll do that to start. Then I'll try the ghoulish leap again. Okay, so it didn't knock me back immediately. Try to freeze it. Okay. So it seems like it's not targeting me so much. So that's really giving me the opportunity to do some of my own good damage here. Alright, and gonna go for a freeze on it. Alright, how is this thing looking? Not bad, but also my talents aren't doing so great. I think probably next level I am going to start putting points into Impale here. Yeah, I think that is the way to go. Alright. Right. So it's actually gaining life because it's sucking it out of me right now, which is pretty rude. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so you. There we go. So it can't knock me back because I'm up against a wall now. Cool. Okay. That thing was stubborn. Are you... Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I like the Lucid Dreamer, but Will is my primary stat. And honestly, the resistance to nature, I think that's something that none of my shields actually protect against. And good healing mod. It gives an extra +4 resist all. So that's good. So yeah. That thing was pretty stubborn. It's the first thing that we've encountered for a bit that actually wasn't dying right away to just our crazy high damage. I guess crazy high damage is overstating it, but for this stage of the game, perhaps relatively good damage is a better descriptor. Okay, so Iron Dagger, nope. I mean, that's kind of cool. If I were to do an offhand, Alright. That's pretty nice as well. Alright, and let's get out of here. So yeah, we were at +7 resist all. And in pretty short time, we have gotten to 16% resist all. Just reviewing this. Oh, okay, so Kinetic Shield does protect against nature as well. Okay, good to know. And okay, I do want to do Charged Shield again. Because I am going to be dealing with more Doomed within this, most likely. Doomed, probably some Solipsist, which I'm still not sure how to pronounce. Yeah, okay. So for this stage, we definitely want Charged Shield instead. All right, and this stage can really overwhelm if you aren't paying attention, and this is a strong unique. Solipsist can be pretty difficult to deal with. Alright, probably should have used my totem instead. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna stop underestimating. Start healing. Okay. Alright, so... Doomed Solipsist. Huh. With most of the other enemies being immobile... Yeah, we don't like fear. Fear is bad. Okay, so no longer afraid. At least my character isn't. I'm still a bit afraid. Come on. Get over here. There we go. Alright. You. Alright. Let's Shattering Impact. Okay. Stun. Freeze him again. Cool. That was good XP from it, too. And I think it was actually that treant that was the one that was hurting me so much. And Spider Silk Robe is also pretty good, as I recall. It actually gives, yeah, defense. Or armor hardiness. It's decent. I don't know that it's better. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to level 20 in this stage or not. My guess is no. Alright, so Marauder Solipsist. Okay. Okay. Well, despite being a unique, I guess because it was a mouse, I didn't get any XP. Like, I think I got more XP from that rare bear over there. But me, I don't even care. Okay, so... Alright, we don't like the Oozomancer. And a lot of times I just run away from those slime. Because they can't really do much to you after the Oozomancer is dead. Alright, uh-oh. I think it knows we're here. Yep. It put us to sleep through a wall. Alright. Do your worst. Oh, that's bad. I immediately regret saying that. Okay, so shield. Alright, well, I will counter that with even more of me. How do you like that? Alright, and the wolf hasn't taken much damage. Ah. It's getting a bit absurd just how much of me is on the field right now. Oh well. Alright, so try to freeze. And I'm gonna try to pin. Okay, so all of those are gone now. So because of that, I'm going to try to freeze all of them, which is successful. Unfortunately, this thing resists freeze. Otherwise, things would be going a bit smoother. Right now, things are going okay. Except that I can't really do much damage to him. So he can't hurt me. I can't hurt him. Even when he clones me, my clones can't really hurt me so well. Alright. We don't like going to sleep, but he has those talents, but they aren't so bad. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think on the next floor, I will probably get to level 19. Just as long as I get some good rand bosses or good uniques. But this was a pretty good floor. So I'd still get the life regen. I'd lose the mind power. I would get will in place of, or I would get cunning in place of will, as well as dex and con. A little bit of extra movement speed, which actually would be pretty nice. Huh. The effectiveness of meditation. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Interesting. So, better max life. Better will. Chance for lightning strike. And I would be able to have an offhand, which would use cunning. I don't know, I've got some cool options. I am about to get to the point, though, where I'm going to have to clear through some inventory. I haven't done that yet this playthrough, so it was kind of a matter of time. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we'll get rid of this. Alright, that'll do for now. Alright. Okay, so... Okay, so... Oh, that's the main area, huh? Whoops-a-daisy. That's kind of nice that I'm still doing damage even while I'm sleeping, though. Not a lot of classes can really do that. All right. Oh. So yeah, I think I can get to level 19 in this floor. All right. So yeah, just a few more rares or uniques. All right, and let's see. This poison ivy up here is actually being very annoying. Alright, so at least now it is drawing those attacks. Okay, good. Now I think what I'm going to do is get into a better position here. There's a chance that could have been risky if there had been something over here. All right. All right. And yeah, I think I do need to put another point into Ghoulish Leap. It's just shy of getting to where it needs to go a lot of the time. Whether that is fleeing or just better positioning. Though I was wanting to put another point into Weapons Mastery. Alright, and I am at the point where I do want to start pumping Impale. So let's take a bit of a nap. All right. Float some points out of Thermal Leech. And I think next level I'll try to get this up to level 3. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to put some points into Thermal Strike. Even putting in one more would double the number of turns that an enemy is frozen. So I think that might be worth it. I guess I will go Weapons Mastery for now. And let me see what my accuracy is. 45. So again, considering how I haven't really been putting points into it, 45 is pretty good. Alright, and I think something else that I'm going to do... Oh, no, we want you to stay where you are. Okay, so now these two are separate from the rest, and I can just start using them at the start of whatever encounter I'm in. Okay, so that is a Psy Shot, and a fairly scary one at that. For a lot of classes, the big thing is to just kill it really quickly before it can do a lot of the really bad things that it's capable of. I think I already have a -80 hat. I do. Okay, let's see. All right. So, yeah, not going to get to level 20. Very unlikely. All right. All right. So, start with you. Okay. So focusing on the boss here. And go ahead and duplicate myself several times. All right. So pretty good XP Oof, okay. Alright, so I want to kill this thing. It has been an issue. Let me see if I can do it from here. It's close. We got another doomed. Huh. Okay, this is kind of bad timing. I don't even think I can use my healing totem right now because I'm asleep. Okay, I can use my shielding now, though. So that will ensure, yep, that I survive long enough. This one's bad, though, right? Yes, it's not what I thought it was, but yes, it is bad. Alright, so you are the doomed, you are the Psy shot. Okay, so once you are dead, I'll start actually regaining life. So good, we are regaining life once again. And we're gonna have to get close to you. Now we're going through a confusion of sorts. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably get about, ooh, okay, halfway to the next level here. I am gonna see, okay, so there is a rare, but it's pretty weak. So I'm okay to run away from this Oozomancer. All right, and we're going to do this, do that. All right, I am close enough, good. So yeah, 3 range for any sort of ranged class is terrible. But I'm not a ranged class, so this is actually pretty nice. All right. Cool. I guess I'm gonna keep the mummified egg sac. So getting summons can be rather nice. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step back. Okay, so it's really the only thing that's all that scary over here. I mean, there's a lot over here, but most of it's pretty okay. I think I'm gonna, yeah, start drawing some fire. Alright, get rid of you. Kill you. Alright, so we're halfway there. And once we do the maze, we should get there. Oof. All right. All right, and but yeah, it's actually been pretty decent XP on this floor. Even besides the boss. Okay. All right. Let's see. Alright, so it's probably going to be a while before I get a better robe. Cunning and will. I'm still liking that armor. 30 defense, you say? 30 defense would be quite good. Definitely want them. Con, also pretty useful. Alright. Alright, so can get rid of you. And you. Oh, and that'll do it. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we're very close to level 20. If we didn't have that XP penalty, we'd already be there. And honestly, it's a really nice level to be at, exiting the tier 1s. It puts us in kind of an awkward position that we aren't at level 20 yet, where we kind of have to go straight to the maze right now. So yeah, I don't know. For early game, I might start doing some of the far portals. That should make things a bit better. But we've got a bunch of money now. So it'll be nice once the shops are restocked. And we're going to have to play cautiously again with this level. Okay, so we did get Alt Maze. And Alt Maze is definitely scarier than regular maze. I'm hoping that we can get a level up off of this first floor. And if we can, it'll actually be slightly better, I think, for our XP. So this will be more difficult, but it might be to our benefit. All right, so so we got a rogue here. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of enemies, but so far none that are so scary to think that I'm gonna die. Let's see, yeah, it's just a rare. Okay, so yeah, at level 20 I can see if I have any quartz available from the shop. Oh, more defense available. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm gonna wait to really dig into that stuff. Okay. So, nice. And yeah, that's some really good arrows that I can't use. That's just part of this game, though, is so there's so many different moving parts of it, and the chances of getting good drops for the items that you actually use in a class is very low. Whenever I was playing a Wanderer, it was interesting because it was that, along with the trees to actually like even use talents. So much of them are based on the type of weapon that you have, and it's not always so well illustrated which one you need for what. So you basically just need to already have experience with them before you start with like one of those trees. Like when you're actually using one of the classes, it's not so bad because you already know just going in which ones you should be using. Alright, so let's get our heal. Good. And you can deal with my agent here. Alright. And his associates. My agent is a bit of a pushover, but the associates, they're pretty good. Okay. Northwest. Oh, look at you. I wasn't sure that you'd survived. Okay. But yeah, Impale is good. I'm definitely going to want to do more points into Impale. I see that we have a thief. Well, on the plus side, it looks like we are very likely to get our level 20 here. Okay, that's an Oozamancer Mindslayer. It's not a rand boss, it is only a unique, but that is still bad. Let's see what it can do. Impale, Charged Strike. It is anti-magic. Okay, so it's not going to be taking much due to the auras. It has side blades, but doesn't matter. It doesn't have resonant focus. It does have skate. Alright, so this thing is pretty scary. That's fine. I don't actually have any magic, so... Alright, and I think for now I'm going to let spiders deal with it. Though I think spiders do have magic, so that might not have been the smartest move. Alright, are you within range? You are. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. So that did some damage. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. I didn't know about you. Okay. Well, you're almost dead, so that's nice at least. And let's go ahead and leech from them. Okay, so the necromancer's dead. Yeah, I've done okay damage to you. It helps that you haven't really been super close by. And now I can impale you, so that's even better. I am silenced, so that's not great. I do want my shield up. How's this thing looking? Okay, so it's taken some damage from me. It's nice the amount of passive heal that I have. Okay. Alright, so we want you frozen. Alright, we got you frozen. Just didn't last very long. We want you stunned. The stun's gonna stick, okay. see. All right, let's get to freezing. Good. Stunning. So kind of similar to some of the other enemies that we faced up to this point, where I can't do great damage against them, but they can't do great damage against me either. I think I will totem. All right, and oh, yeah, okay. I really like that there is some range to impale. Okay. All right, so good. Freeze. Is this my level up? I don't think it's me dying, so there we go. Okay, so definitely want more points into impale. All right. Yeah, I think the next big thing that I want is some sort of generic tree. Even though I don't really have enough generics to do everything that I want to do right now. Like, I need to get weapons mastery maxed out. I need to get more points into thick skin. And I'd like more into quickest thought. Ooh, okay. +8 global speed. Wow, that's really nice. And let's see, I can probably get to it, to 48 strength. So we're going to telekinetically grasp probably an opal here. And what does that put my strength to? Oh yeah. Yes, I can. All right. So with that, I've got a much better one right there. And I also get all of the benefits of Shantas. And I'm going to get rid of Bill's tree trunk. All right, and we're going to use this Great Maul. Yeah, the tree trunk was good for its time. All right. I am eager to see what my damage looks like now. He would just get in melee. Okay. What is hitting me? Okay, there's something left over. Okay, so let's see. Nothing around. Nothing around. Okay, looks like I'm good. All right, what do we have? Cool ring. I'm guessing because I don't get the benefit of Dex, that that dagger Shantas isn't as good as it might seem. I don't know. I'm aware that it's good, but I haven't played around with it too much because it's so situational. And a lot of the things that I've been playing, it's either I would get it too late, or it would just be something that would be completely irrelevant. Boy, that'd be pretty cool, though. Shame I'm not playing any archer class. Not that there's many of those. Tentacle. That thing's actually kind of cool. Alright, so first stop is to kill some elementals. my rune loadout is pretty decent. I could use a better blink. That's for sure. The one I have is good, but it doesn't provide such great range, which is pretty common in the early game. But as I approach the start of the mid game, I definitely want to improve that. And I also want to remember that there are elementals here. Oof, okay. Message received. All right. Quartz. Okay, apparently I can't do that until they're all dead. All right. Oh, right. That wasn't it at all. All right, so no quartz. That is a shame. All right, so I guess next up we are going to try to find some better runes. And after that, I don't know, I might end it for today. We made some pretty decent progress here. so range 6, cooldown 12. Since I have so much money right now, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. I might not use it. I might find one that's better, but I'd rather spend a little bit of money than go back and forth between everywhere. And I think for the level 20 category point, I think I already said what I was planning, but I'm hoping that I get either Tinker's or Scoundrel tree. Tinker's in particular would be a really major help to us right now. Oh, actually. All right. Why is everything so slow? All right, so that's a pretty decent one. I'm gonna see if there's anything here with stun resist, because I actually get some built-in stun resist as a ghoul. Of course not. Okay. But yeah, if I can manage to get Tinkers for this character, that will really improve a lot of aspects for this character. Like, teleport immunity alone would be extremely useful. And I could also get stun immune. With injectors, I could clear status without having to worry about silence. And I could also have the option of healing as well. So a lot of good stuff for just ghouls in general. And something else with Tinkers is that the more weapons that you have, the greater the benefit. So with a telekinetic wielded weapon and a weapon in the offhand, I can get as much as plus 30 crit multiplier toward the late game. Oh, go faster. Okay. Oh, right, the terrible shatters. I'd almost forgotten about them. Okay, and none of the shieldings have a long enough duration anyway. So I think I am going to go ahead and go for this blink. Okay. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Unfortunately, I don't know how much of it is just streaming on my computer or if there's something else, but yeah, my system is going super slow while playing, and everything just takes that much longer, and I'm sure it's not that enjoyable to watch at such a slow pace anyway. So yeah, if you don't see me streaming anymore, that's probably why. But I don't know. I'm hoping I'll at least finish this character one way or another before I make any decisions on whether I want to keep doing this. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Later.